really ready to go. Okay, stuttering! Okay, stuttering! Okay, stuttering! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand. Okay, stuttering! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand. Okay, stuttering! He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. What the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Fucking sizzling! My God, am I spending the cash? Oh my God, like that. Hey darling, you can smile more. That's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yad, 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 yad. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yad, 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 yad. It's really ready to go. Here's some Hollywood horse bitch. Kitty fuck. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fucking sizzling. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, I'm gonna make one of your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my God, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, you got me. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, so fucking crazy. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fuck off. Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. She's like, it's oh look, what a coincidence. God damn, I hate this day. I can't say the word tampon. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Twat Waffle. That's all you fucking are! Twat Waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! Fuck your immersion! Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help! Shovel! You are bullshit! Fucking crap! I ideology into everything! Every single solitary fucking thing! Or good morning, or good evening, or good night. As long as it's good. Just like the result between Crystal Palace and Man. Okay. It's a bit raw right now. It's a bit raw. It's a bit fresh. It's a bit raw. It's a bit fresh in my head. But there we go. Never mind. Let's move on. Fucking scum. Welcome to another afternoon tea with us. I need to test something, right? My set, I have literally wetted all over here. I need to test something, right? Because my settings were all off. Boobies on Friday Night Tights in terms of, for some reason the playback was coming through. So I just need a test. So I'm gonna test by playing a video. I'm not gonna share the video. I'm just gonna play the video. And we're gonna see if you can you hear this? I know I sound great. That's not the problem. I've got that sorted. I know I sound amazing. But it's whether or not you can hear what? This is what I wanted to hear. Well, I mean, this is what I wanted to hear, but not what you want. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I need to go back. Can you hear this? Hey. Okay, said it. I think I said it correctly. Right. So I only hear loneliness and despair. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk to you again. Good morning, Jordan. Okay, good stuff. We got that sorted. Right. I gotta make a confession before we start. Little confession. I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried. I'll tell you why. My stomach's not rumbling because I've eaten. I've had a sandwich. In actual fact, when I was eating my sandwich, I fucking vet. I went and bit the fucking side of my. You know, sometimes when you bit the inside of your lip, you're like, when you bite the side of your. Well, that's all I needed for the sound test. I just needed to know if you could hear it or not hear it. And if you can't hear it, perfect. That's what I need to know. But I'm a little bit concerned because I woke up this morning. Well, I did actually wake up this morning. It was actually in the morning. I got up at the crack of midday, YouTube hours. I got up this morning
and I had a wee, but no poo. Right? Fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because my body is usually like, get your coffee inside of you, and then nature takes its course with the coffee. So I got a coffee inside of me. So I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried that not that I'm gonna give two shits because I'm just gonna play a song and then go, but it's not even feeling like the process. Is it run 10 kilometers? Fucking hell, get rid of the K, say run 10 meters, and I'll still fucking pass out. Run 10 kilometers. Are you having a giraffe? Not constipation. I'm not feeling blocked. I'm feeling flush. Run 10 centimeters. Oh, I'd have a heart attack. Go up and down the stairs. Now I've heard about that trick. I have heard about that trick, or jump up and down, or just jump up and down, like Bob. Do you know what? I'm 50 years old, okay? I have the older I get, the fewer memories I can retain from when I was a kid. I remember certain things. I remember certain things like they were yesterday, which is crazy. Other stuff, I like, as what happened to you in your 20s. I don't fucking know. I don't know. What happened to you into your teens? I've got some decent recollections of my teenage years. I've got some recollections of between 0 and 10. Tell me what you did in your 20s. It's like a fucking missing decade to me. Anyway. 30s, yeah. 40s, yeah. But I remember, this is before I was about 8 years old. I was about 8 years old. And I remember getting really, really backed up. Right? Really backed up. And I can remember being at home, trying to have a number 2. Not happening. Really backed up. Very uncomfortable. I remember going down to me mum. Mum! I can't boo! It felt like there was a. Gotta be very careful with my analogies here. It felt like, let's go classic. Just felt like there was a tree trunk rammed up my anus. All right. And so my mum says, you need some fiber. You need some fiber. Fiber will help you go. And I'm like, so my mum, she gets me this bowl of All Bran. Now, if you're British, you'll know what All Bran is. if you're not British, all bran is like literally like imagine French fries, but thin, like very thin French fries, but they're just fiber. They're essentially just like fiber. And it's called all bran. They're bran. They're like bran sticks. All bran, not all brown. That might have been the. And I remember having this bowl of all bran. I'm about 8 years old, maybe 7, possibly even 6. And I remember having this bowl of all bran, this bowl of fiber. Oh. And I remember eating this down. Well, I don't remember eating it down, but I do remember the result. And it was like I'd eaten this down, and within, I don't know, I knew it was a short period of time. And by short period of time, maybe a minute, maybe 2, maybe even less. But I just remember that when I'd finished that bowl of all bran, my body just went, oh, I see you've cracked the code. I see. Oh. And then it was a blessing from heaven. A blessing from heaven. But today, you know, no, not constipated, just like I'm just, you know, just I don't know. Maybe it's because Crystal Palace were taking the fucking shit out of me today. Oh, we should have beat Man U. We should have been 3-0 up at halftime. This is what gets. I hate it. We go in 1-0 up. We've dominated the first half. It's just like Palace 1-0 up at the break. Could be more, but 1-0 up after the break. Man United, not even in the game. Not even in the game. They were great for the first 45 seconds of the match. After that, all Palace. 90 minutes, Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 2. Fucking. Back-to-back defeats from us now. Back-to-back defeats. Lost in Europe on Thursday. Again, 1-0 up at halftime. Lose 2-1. Today, 1-0 up at halftime. Lose 2. Hold on. Hashtag defund the BBC. Anyway, all sports are fixed. No, they're not. No, they're not. Don't be silly. That's what somebody says when they have no fucking clue what they're talking about sports. All sports are fixed. No, they're not. Shut up. Don't be silly. Shut up. Oh, and Patriots don't play until Monday. Now, Patriots been doing fine. What's that? 9 in a row now. 9 in a row. So I gotta wait till Monday before the Pats play. And then they get the bye week next week. For playoff. First time in the playoffs in 6 years. 6 years. I don't know. Look, I don't know what it is, but you just look at the track record between the Giants and the Patriots. The Giants tend to be a bit of a bogey team for the Patriots. So I know the Giants are what, 2 and 11 or whatever they are. But I for one never underestimate the Giants because they are. There's just something about it when the Giants and the Patriots meet. The Giants always seem to fucking do us over. So even though they're like 2-11 or 3-11, whatever they are, I am just like cautious as fuck. Even the Miami and the Jets, even every time we see, it doesn't matter what seasons, what type of seasons they're having. When it comes to Miami and the Jets, it's always a bit ooh, careful. Look at this. Hey chat. We're speaking sports ball. A little bit of sports ball to start the day. Yeah, actually, let's go to patriots.com. By the way, the patriots.com website is horrible to navigate. It's just so unintuitive to navigate. Giants are 2-10, not 2-11. 2-10. So it's 2-10 versus 10-2. Monday, the 1st of December, 8:15 Eastern times. That's 1:15 a.m. for us in the UC. I just want to see all the standings. There's the schedule, right? Can we get some standings? Holy shit. Fucking hell. Here we go. Patriots 10-2. 9 in a row. Bills 7-4. Dolphins 4-7. Jets 2-9. I think we play Miami straight after the bye week. I think after we've had the bye week next week, I think we play Miami next. Steelers 6-5. We lost to the Steelers as well, in week 3. In week 3 we lost to the Steelers. Ravens 6-6, Bengals 4-8. What fucking hell? The AFC North that's having a nightmare. They're having a nightmare over there. What's going on? I'll have to drop Melanie an email. Melanie, what's going on with the AFC North? Bengals 4-8, Browns 3-8. Fucking hell. Colts 8-3. I thought the Colts would be better, Jaguars 7-4, Texans 6-5, Titans 1-10, Broncos 9-2, Chargers 7-4, Chiefs 6-6. Chiefs, what has gone on with the Chiefs? Eh? Could somebody explain that? What the fuck has happened to the Chiefs? Legit. What has happened to him? And Raiders 2-9. And do you know who one of those fucking wins is against? Patriots. Opening day. We lost to the Raiders. Over in the NFC, Eagles 8-4, Cowboys 6-5. Fucking Commanders. Redskins. Fuck your Commanders. Washington Redskins, fuck off. 3-8. Giants 2-10. Bears, who won over the Thanksgiving period, 9-3. Packers 8-3. With a tie as well. Lions 7-5. Vikings 7-4. That's pretty close. It's pretty close. South, Buccaneers 6-5, Panthers 6-6, Falcons 4-7, Saints 2-9, and then in the West, Rams 9-2, Seahawks 8-3, 49ers 8-4. And the Cardinals 3-8. That's another tight one. That could go anywhere. Yeah, the Washington Commies is actually a pretty good name. The Washington Fucktard. Look how beautiful those G.I. Joes look, by the way. Look at that. Look at that bazooka. Tiger Force bazooka, man. All of these are mint carded. Just saying. Just saying. Oh yeah, we got the what's that? Red Star. That's the misprint card for Red Star. Did you know that they initially put Red Star on a Cobra card by mistake? That's a red card. But Red Star is not a Cobra operative, even though he's isn't Red Star Ukrainian? I think Red Star's Ukrainian. Anyway, so they initially by accident put him on a red card. And so on the back where it has the Cobra sticker, they've actually put there's actually like a blue. There's actually like a blue G.I. Joe sticker that they have put over it by design. And then they corrected it and put him on a blue card. But that's the misprint Cobra card. Just saying. But I've rejigged them. I've rejigged my G.I. Joe Action Force wall because I just had too much to get out. You know, I was getting them out bit by bit. And I was running out of, there you go. Yeah, Ukraine. Yeah. Thought so. God, I love G.I. Joes. And I'm running out of space. And I needed to get some more space because I want to get more figures. Nerd. Fuck yeah, I am. So what I did is I've actually taken down the slabs. So the slabs that were here have now been taken down. And I've put the big box G.I. Joe. In actual fact, shall I take a photo and then share it on Twitter? And then I can show you. This is live. I'm going to do it live. Right, hold on. I want my LEDs to get a little bit. Right, okay. Let's just share that on social media so I can then share it with you guys and gals, kids of all ages. Post. Slabs moved. Action Force. Big box. Big box acrylics. Because I've got replacing them. Because in the attic, I've got all kinds of G.I. Joe boxes, you know. Sky Strikers. I've got the oil rig. I've got all kinds of stuff in the attic. Right. Boom. Shared. Right. So that's going up on X now, which means that I can then. All right. We've talked enough sports ball for today. Thank you. Okay. So let's have a look. See. Let's have a look. See, when is it posted? That's me saying fuck anti, defund the BBC. Based, by the way. Here we go. Boom. Right. So I can share this now. So here we are. So this is what's right in front of me. You saw me take the photo. So this is what's right in front of me now. So I'll move the slabs off. And I brought across the big backed items. These are all in acrylic cases. That's the SAS Boat Patrol, Power Attack. That's actually the US Paratrooper. This is OG. Like this is the 1983 Action Force stuff, No picture of you and Belle. Well, no. Why would I have a picture of me and Chat's mum there when they're right here on my desk below me? They're right there. I have 2 pictures of me and Chat's mum right there. I have a pico of the doggo right there. I have a little figurine of me and Belle right there on the desk. What am I looking at? Fucking Egypt. Fuck, it's always the greys, isn't it? It's always the fucking greys, isn't it? Anyway. And look, you see, this is a graded shadow tracks. This is an 80% grade. This is one of my prized possessions because I love the red shadows. They're like Nazis, but red. Ring lights are gay. That's why I have one. That's why I have one. Got him. This is the SAS silent attack. This is the silent attack. This means a lot to me because this I got as a kid. I remember being in the toy shop and getting this and having my mum bought this for me. I remember it. So this I'm quite a sentimental person when it comes to things. Like if I had the choice, like, right, for argument's sake, for instance, if you said, hey, Az, would you rather have, I will give you one. I've got 2 things. You can only choose one, right? Do you want a mint in box 1984 Optimus Prime, or do you want a mint in box 1984 Sideswipe? Now, the Optimus Prime is far more valuable in terms of financial than the Sideswipe, but Sideswipe was the first ever Transformer that I ever got. And so Sideswipe would mean more to me personally, sentimentally, so I would choose the Sideswipe. Let's see. That's how it would go down with me. Then we got the Action Force Persuader, because this is before it got branded back to, well, this is when Hasbro had purchased Palitoy. And then they started eventually to use their G.I. Joe backing cards, but not the G.I. Joe brand. They still use the Action Force brand. This is also graded. You can see grading sticker. This is a 75 plus grade on this one. And then this is actually a modern piece. This is from Valverse. Is it Valverse? Hold on. I'm going to have to do my old man thing. Hold on. Valaverse. So this is from Valaverse. Valaverse managed to pick up the trademark of Action Force a few years ago. And so they've started to create their own Action Force range. But they did a homage. They did a homage back to the old Action Force, so they created this Desert Rat on the similar type of backing card. It's just anyway. So that's what's above there now, which has now freed up a lot of space, because those particularly those 4, and the 2, the Persuader and the Shadow Tracks. But those 4 big carded items, they take up a lot of space, So I've now got myself more space for figures to go on there. So I had a rejig. So on this bottom level now, all that there is just G.I. Joe, right? So this is just like G.I. Joe. It doesn't go G.I. Joe to the G.I. Joe Action Force. So the Action Force stuff is now on the next. It's now up. It's now up there. The G.I. Joe Action Force. And then the G.I. Joe Action Force on original. Anyway. All I'm trying to say is I've got a little bit more space now. A little bit more space. So I can get myself some more G.I. Joes should I shit. And I do actually have a couple of G.I. Joes, The Action Forces, which I think I showed you a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, over at the end there. In actual fact, can we, boom, there you go. So those ones there, they're slightly bigger because they're on the European card because they are G.I. Joe, The Action Force, and not G.I. Joe International Heroes or G.I. Joe American Heroes. There's a lot. There's a lot when it comes to hobbying, folks. There's a lot. So you see above is the G.I. Joe figures, but in the Action Force, old school Action Force. There's Scarlet. There's Duke. Scarlet. And that's on the UK one as well, because it says new. You can see there's some that say nouveau, because it's the French. Well, it's the European, which was French. So it didn't matter what country you were in. If you wanted the European version of Action Force, it came in French. Hence why the French Action Force stuff is very prominent, because the UK got the English and then the whole of Europe got the other stuff. Got the French stuff. So that's why. And then if I move it across here, you can see that's where the G.I. Joe Action Force stuff starts. And that's Snake Eyes. So that's on the G.I. Joe card, but it's got Action Force like the Persuader has on it. And yes, that is an OG Snake Eyes and Timber. And there's Blowtorch. It's got Blowtorch next to him. Blowtorch. Hi. And that's the Baroness. I do have a Baroness, you know. Got Breaker, Torpedo, Gung Ho. I think they're 2 Ripcords. They're Stalker. Then I've got two Roadblocks. Then we've got Junkyard and Mutt, Scarlet, Duke. I can't tell from here. Oh, that's Airborne, that's Duke, and then that's the Cobra Trooper. There you go. There you go, chat. Yeah, and I've got a couple of Action Forces down there as well. Waiting for an acrylic to come for them. Waiting for an acrylic to come for them. Waiting for an acrylic to come. Ali Viper. I do have a Saw Viper. Can you see? Hold on. There's a Saw Viper. There. There you go. Boom. Let's get it. There we go. Get it. Wait. I'll do. I do have a Serpentor with his flying thing in the attic. I'm just trying to think. Is it? And I'm pretty sure it's the Action Force one. You know, I'm pretty sure it's the Action Force one. I've got a rolling. I'm pretty sure I have a Rolling Thunder in the attic as well. I'm pretty sure. You know what? I'll be able to give you an idea. I'll be able to hold on. Let me have a look at something here. No, wrong. Hold on. Oh, duh. There we go. I pressed the wrong thing. All right, let's go into here. Let's go into here, shall we? Like I've got a load of different vehicles like the Whirlwind. I do have the Cosmic Cruiser up in the attic as well. That is the Space Force. So that's the OG stuff. Let me go to there we go. Here we go. So lots of OG. The SAS missile system. I do have that in the attic, which is very nice. Oh yeah, I do have an SAS Panther, which is like a Jeep, the Panther Jeep in the attic as well. And that came with an SAS Stalker, not to be confused with Stalker. Just saying. Just saying. Nerds out there would appreciate it. I've got a Cobra hydrofoil in the attic. Got a Cobra hydrofoil. I've got the tactical battle platform. I call it the oil rig. I have a mobile command center. All these are Action Force branded, by the way, with the G.I. Joe backing cards. So that type of backing card, but with Action Force, like the Persuader had. So that's, yeah, the mobile command center, which is huge. That's a big piece of pie, you know. Any other? Yeah, I think they're the bigger box vehicles that I have. I don't have a flag. And I don't have a what was the space one? Is it a Defiant? Was the space one? Is that a Defiant? I can't began with D, didn't it? Is it a Defiant? I'm just seeing if chat. USS Defiant, yes. Boom. Yeah. And the Defiant actually has a bigger box than the flag in terms of size. But man, it'd be so cool to have a flag and a Defiant. But I mean, they would only stay in the attic because there would be if they could get into the attic, because there would be no room anywhere else, not unless I magically got a much, much bigger house. But yeah, it's all a matter of space. It's all a matter of space, the final frontier. Carl Hauser showing off a French. Yeah, I'm gonna share this actually. Gonna share this. He picked himself up a G1 Megatron French version because he's Canadian. See, Carl Hauser, this is what. Okay, this is the annoying thing. This is why I don't want to pick up Canadian Transformers, G1 Transformers. Is I don't want the French. There's French people here going, what? What is this? You English pig dog. We give you civilization. You treat us like this. I don't want the French and I don't want the Spanish. Yeah? I just want English. I just want the English on the box. That's it. That's it. Which is frustrating because there's been some very nice mint in box Canadian Transformers which I've seen around the place. But I ain't gonna pick them up. I ain't picking them up. But as you picked up the French Action Force stuff, yeah, that's because it's hard enough to get those figures in general. Never mind get them with fucking English. So if I could pick up a French Baroness, fuck it. But then if I can find an English Baroness, bueno. Both of my roadblocks are French. One's punch card, one's unpunched card. But if another roadblock comes along that's English, I'll pick that up. And then if another roadblock comes along that's English on the Action Force card, I'll pick that up. And then I'll take the French ones and I'll burn them. I won't. Oh, my tongue's beginning to hurt now. Ah. Well, I bit my tongue earlier. It's beginning to hurt now. Oh. But it's a nice Megatron. Still, it looks like a really good condition Megatron. Damn, I'd like to go to some of these toy fairs. I've gone down a right rabbit hole, a right collector's rabbit hole at the minute. In terms of just because we deal with so much bollocks, terrible TV, terrible movies, terrible governments. You can't black pill. You can't black pill. You got to do stuff which makes you feel happy. You got to do stuff which makes you feel, good. Get that dopamine. So I'm just like, when I got a little bit of free time, I'm just like watching these like toy channels, these toy collection channels, like OG vintage stuff. Oh, I tell you what, it's fuel for the soul, guys. It's fuel for the soul. Really is. Boobies. And it's boobies. Which I need and I like. Hold on, let me bring up something as well. Let me just bring a couple of things up. In preparation. Going to talk about Deadpool in a second. We're going to talk about Deadpool in a second and how good did Deadpool do? Did it do good? Did it not do good? I mean, it seemed to do good, but and just something a little bit interesting. Don't worry. It's going to have no, actually, all right, let's just have a look at this, right? Because this film's a fucking disaster and it's going to lose money. Let's just have a quick check-in. Let's just have a quick check-in with Predator Badlands, shall we? Right? An absolutely terrible, terrible film that was made for girls. Hey, girls, do you want a Predator movie? No, we don't. We don't care about the Predator. Well, too late, because Disney just girlifies everything. It doesn't matter what franchise. Star Wars, girl brand. Predator, girl brand. So this movie has to hit approximately $250 million worldwide to break even. It's not going to do that. It's probably going to peter out at around about 190. It's probably going to lose 50 odd $million. But I just want to show something a little bit funny. A little bit. When I say funny, look at that. We got the sad whale. We've got the sad whale face now. You know, we've got the sad sperm whale. We've got the sperm whale body. We've got the sperm whale mouth. It's the sad whale. So it was on the first Wednesday of the first Wednesday that it just fell off a cliff. It just fell off a cliff. Your Wednesdays are normally on parity with your Mondays, but it just started to fall off a cliff. It just fell. It just fell. As you can see from these horrendous numbers, it just all fell apart. Within 5 days of release, fell apart. And then after the first week, it went down 68% on the first week. Second week went down another 50%. So remember, that's 50% of the remaining 32%. You know, so it fell off a cliff. And then this week, it's kind of held its own. Now it's doing shit, but it's kind of held its own. Only dropped 8% on the Monday. Yeah, it dropped 29% on the Tuesday, but it went up. Even though it dropped down to 5th, it went up a percentage on the Wednesday. So the Wednesday to Wednesday comparison, it did better on the third Wednesday than it did the second Wednesday. And then on the Thursday, which is typically your worst day of the week, by the way, on the Thursday, it went up 14% on the previous Thursday. I mean, we're talking less than $1 million now. So unfortunately, it's not like it's doing such good numbers that these mean anything, because they don't. So it's only gonna, and then on the Friday, it actually went up 6% from the previous Friday. It did better than now. This is the reason why I bring this up is this is an anomaly. You fucking almost never see this happen. So this is actually quite funny. But again, unfortunately, we are dealing with much smaller numbers now. Oh, much smaller numbers now. So it has benefited from from Thanksgiving. Why? Is it because it's great? No, it's because it's Thanksgiving. Okay, that's the reason why it's getting a Thanksgiving bump. Good on it. It's still losing 50 odd $50 million. But it's just funny to see. It's just funny to see that over the Thanksgiving period, it's actually gone up every day of the Thanksgiving period. Still going to lose a fuck ton of money. Boobies. Sorry, eh? Sorry, eh? So Predator Midlands is still set to lose approximately $50 odd million, give or take. But it was quite funny to see a little bit of the Thanksgiving boost. Right, before we go into Deadpool, let's just read a couple of supers. Let's just get them done, and then we'll go into the Deadpool stuff. Dr. Gordo with the 5 Canadians says, R.I.P. Tom Stoppard. I saw Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead on stage in Toronto, starring Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan. It was amazing. When did Tom Stoppard? Oh, that was yesterday. Oh. Yeah, what a playwright, you know? I'm sure when I was at school, we did some Tom Stoppard stuff. Wow. 88. It's a good innings, dude. 88. It's a good innings. Sad always when you lose a great. 88, though, that's a life lived. That's a life lived. So RIP, Tom. And wow, what a contribution to the stage, you know? Corsair the Pirate has been a member for 51 months as tech support with us. I know, right? Because I was like trying to watch some. I was trying to catch up on Stranger Things for Friday Night Tights. So I was like, I'm just gonna have an episode run in the background while the boys just talk shit. You know, it's what they usually do. And unfortunately, for some reason, it was coming through. Because StreamYard for some reason had decided to fuck with my sound settings. Signor Nasuno has been a member for 48 months. Thank you, Signor Nasuno. Aaron Brand with a $5 says, outside of not being gay, you're an inspiration all over. Of course I am. I'm fucking amazing. And Aaron Brandt with a $2 says ring lights are gay, which is exactly why I have one. Duh. Thicko. And Aaron Brand again with another $2 says dude says they're more to talk. Okay. Okay. If anyone can actually work out what that means, drop me a line at Hill versus Babyface at what the fuck was he even talking about.com. Crimson Shadow's been a member for 25 months. Hey, Az, I hope you're doing good. Once again, thanks for keeping this mad sportsman entertained. Hey, Crimson Shadow, you're welcome, mate. Crimson Shadow with a £3 super sticker, because it's Crimson Shadow, it's going to be a bro fist. Bang. Oh, speaking of bro fists, good on PewDiePie. You know, PewDiePie's come out. Felix, and he said, I'm not going to be playing any more video games, you know? I'm not going to be doing any more video games. Since becoming a dad, you know, my sort of, I realize, he sort of says he has an appreciation of time more. And you know, I'm never going to begrudge a parent wanting to spend time with their child at all. And so, yeah, he's been doing more lifestyle videos for a while now. He hasn't aged out. I'm like 15, 16, 17 years older than PewDiePie. I still love playing video games on stream, but you know, now he's become a father, and he's clearly loving life as a dad. But his content has been very much more sort of vlog videos and just sort of little, you know, this is my life in Japan type of thing. And they've been very good. I have to confess they've been very good. Now, I used to watch PewDiePie quite a bit. I've always liked PewDiePie. For the most part. I wasn't too thrilled when the Adpocalypse came out. The Adpocalypse was kind of blamed on him. You know, the PUBG bridge incident. It had nothing That had nothing to do with the apocalypse, by the way. That had nothing to do with the apocalypse. There was a completely different reason why the apocalypse hit. And it had everything to do with algorithms and certain types of content, political content. Oh. So I think he's still going to be doing his lifestyle vids once in a while or whatever, but no more gaming stuff, and that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely cool. I haven't seen, like, when he used to react to the stuff. I used to like watching that, but it's been a while since I've sort of tuned into any of that stuff anyway. But when he started doing his vlogs, when he moved over to Japan and he started doing his vlogs, I enjoyed those. I did enjoy them. I did find them interesting. So yeah, PewDiePie, he's a guy that's he's very much won at life. They tried to cancel him goodness knows how many times. He's always done what he wanted to do on his terms. Seems to have got himself a really good woman, because they started to date before he became big on YouTube. I think they started to date just as he started doing his scary, his scary Let's Plays, whatever, on YouTube. So they've been together for 13 years, 14 years themselves. And yeah, they've been through all of that. Mazia, something like that. She's Italian, he's Swedish. They both speak English, and they live in Japan. But I think they're both multilingual. I think PewDiePie speaks, well, he speaks English well. He speaks obviously Swedish. He speaks Japanese so, and no doubt he's learned plenty of Italian over the course of being with his wife and whatnot. But yeah, I found his vlog videos much more engaging, sort of much more engaging, and then kind of like in line with where he wanted to go. So good on him. Good on him. Well done, Pewds. Aaron Brand with a $2 is Lex Luthor. Sure. Kalioth with a $5 is remember, as Transformers use pocket dimension black hole technology to get around pesky spatial limitations. Sounds perfect for your module cases. Yes, I mean, you have the what's it called? Mass. When they change size, well, it's like mass something. Can't remember off the top of my head. And then they have their spatial pockets for mass. Is it mass display? Is mass displacement? I think it's mass. It's mass something. I don't think is it displacement anyway. But they have their little spatial pockets for things like Optimus Prime's trailer. Like Optimus Prime's trailer vanishes into like a spatial pocket until it's required to come out. Weaponry, guns. They are sometimes held in spatial pockets. So when you transform and they materialize, it's because they're materializing from the spatial pocket. Mass shifting. It's called mass. I remembered mass shifting. It's called mass shifting. Like when Soundwave goes small, that's mass shifting. When Megatron goes small in the handgun, mass shifting. That's what it's called. I don't have blaster mass shifting. I have got no problem with mass shifting. I quite like the concept of it. I like the concept of it all. Joke of all butts with a 20 Danish says, do you feel sorry yet for not playing Star Wars Outlaws? Okay. Actually, this all right. I'll talk about the MauLer video. I'm about 9 hours into MauLer's video now, and it's 17 and a half hours. So I'm 9 hours into MauLer's Star Wars Outlaws video, and it is crazy how broken that game is. I thought something like, I know MauLer likes to do long videos, as autistic as in detail as possible. Great, no problem. And 2 secs, sorry. And I did think to myself, how is MauLer going to be able to talk about Star Wars Outlaws for 17 and a half hours? For 17 and a half hours. And I thought, okay, let's see. I'm 9 hours in, and I get it. The game is so broken beyond compare. And it's pretty much in every single facet of it as well. Every single facet of the video, from the AI to the gameplay to the story to the questing to the combat to the vehicles, you know, every single element of it, the reputation systems, choice. And it's been insane in the first 9 hours to see how it's been all put together in this video for you to see. And it's like, in one way, it typifies Ubisoft to a T, to an absolute T. It's lazy. Corners are cut everywhere. Big open spaces, nothing to do. It's as Ubisoft a game as you'll ever get. And it's one of the reasons that everything that Star Wars Outlaws fails at is absolutely just a prime example of Ubisoft in the last 12 years. And why they're in the position that they're in. And why they had to sell off 25% of their company in the first week of Assassin's Creed Shadow's launch. Why Assassin's Creed Shadow failed. All of it. It's just in a nutshell. Absolutely typified in a nutshell. I hope the rest of it does get bought off. And I hope they got the company. Because these people who are working on it, I don't know if it's incompetence, vanity, narcissism, stupidity, or negligence. I don't know which one of it is. It could be easily be a combination or all of the above. But they can't fucking sort themselves out if their lives depended on it. They couldn't fucking put out a good game if their lives depended on it. And you think there's been probably $200 million pumped into that game to develop it. And it's an absolute mess. Mess. But it's absolutely fascinating watching this video so far. So do I regret, do I feel sorry for not playing it? No. But part of me, but from a business perspective, part of me says, I wonder what I could have found. I wonder what I could have discovered. I wonder what breaks I would have come across. I wonder what bugs or simply driving me stir crazy. What would I have come across if I had played this? But I think about putting, how long's the game? 8.5 hours on a speed run, 17 odd hours. The thought of putting 17 hours into that game, it's not a nice feeling. It's not a nice feeling at all. So, yeah, if you haven't checked out MauLer's video, get started on it. It's very long. Just watch it. You know, if you are limited for time, just watch it in small little chunks. You know, maybe an hour here or there, little chunks. But I've actually got it open on the other tab, by the way. Here, look. I'm actually going to open up this other tab. Boom. I actually have it open on the other tab to where I am in the actual video. So I'm at 8 hours 51. But I lost my place and I'm trying to find where I was, and I'm a little bit above where he is at the minute. But I want to get that watched before. Oopsie, wrong button. I want to get that watched before Real BBC on Tuesday, if possible. That would be good. That would be good. Aaron Brand with a $5 is finally some truth. I only speak truth. Rufio with a £2 says base dads fuck France. Jai Cushery with an 8 Australian says first of your live streams I've made it to. Love your stuff. Cheers from Australia. Cheers, Jai. If I fucked your name up, Jai, I do apologize. Because it could be Jank Ushery, or it could be Jai Cushery, or Jerry Cush. I don't know. Could be a lot. Kalioth with a $5 says, would you ever pursue the Seiji? I don't know. Made in France, marked Soundwave variant. The production details were wacky from the Takara Hasbro across Europe in the 80s. Probably not. No. In 4 days' time, they're going to be announcing the Robeson self-transforming Soundwave. Oh, yes. Aaron Brand with another $2 says, let's fucking go. And with another $5 says, that's it. I'm renting a forklift and buying a shipping container. I could do with a shipping container for storage. My storage is packed. I'm going to sneeze. Achoo! Oh, that snuck up on me. Elder Tracker with a 10 Canadian says, regarding Gremlins being an Xmas movie, Gremlins being a Christmas movie. The Gremlins literally distract an old lady by doing a choral. Yes, they do some choir singing. Pour la maison. You know how to return the tag to normal. Which tag? The tag to normal? Which tag? Which tag? Which tag? I don't know. I don't know what the door came up. I don't know what you're talking about. Gremlins is a Christmas movie, right? That was a whole autistic discussion on FNT. But look, if a movie's set during the Christmas period, if it's set during the Christmas period, then to me, it's a Christmas movie. Does it have other genres? Could it be an action Christmas movie? Yes. Could it be a comedy Christmas movie? Yes. Could it be a romantic Christmas movie? Yes. Could it be a superhero Christmas movie? Yes. Still Christmas movies. Still Christmas movies. Phoebe Cates. They mention her in Stranger Things as well. But Phoebe Cates, yeah, very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Aaron Brandt with another $2 says, may you find all peace and happiness. Me too. Hashtag me too. Psychotic Mongoose has been a member for 16 months. Thank you, Psychotic Mongoose. Kelsall has been a member for 2 months. Kelsall, thank you. Appreciate you. Even John was bored with a £5. Says, have a good Sunday, Az. Cheers for the content. Oh, cheers to you too for watching the content. Axel Foley with a 5 Australian says, MauLer's video made me appreciate KOTOR 1 and 2 more than I already do. Well, watching the video, right? MauLer and I have had discussions about this on Real BBC. And I think we've both said that when the concept of this game arose, surely to goodness, their initial plan was that the main character was going to be Han Solo. And then it evolved into what it evolved into. Having watched MauLer's video, I'm beginning to doubt my own theory. Because watching MauLer's video, I'm just thinking to myself, these people don't even understand the basics of fucking game design. Never mind the Star Wars universe. They don't even know the basics of fucking game design. This has been terribly designed, like appallingly designed. Like, we've got these ideas, but we have no clue how to actually truly implement them. So part of me is just like, maybe this was their plan from the start, and it's just as horrendous as the game is. Ow. Oh, biting that. Oh, biting that. Oh. But I think one of the funniest things about the video, the MauLer video, is when it keeps jumping to the reviewers of the game who are just kissing its ass. And these people are just absolute fucking retards. Retards. And you know that all they care about is access and early review copies. You know that's all they give a fuck about. Regurgitating the lines that are said by the development team. Denying what their eyes are actually showing them. Lying about how the systems work because the systems don't fucking work. And they can put all the pretty green screen in their videos that they want. You're just fundamentally a fucking shill. That's all you are. You'd rather take it up the ass from fucking Ubisoft than actually create a truthful representation of what the game's about. And that's why those channels will they'll never really amount to anything. And it isn't because they couldn't, they could. But when you're making a video for the game developers, as opposed to making a video which should be for your audience, because as I have said many times, our currency is authenticity. If we lose our authenticity, we lose all our credibility. That's it. It's all gone. Now you can like us all you want, you can hate us all you want, you can despise us all you want, you can be indifferent to us. It doesn't matter. What matters is that what I'm saying I believe. Now, it could be fundamentally opposed to your ideologies. I don't give a shit because I have my own fucking mind. But when I review something, when I talk about a video game, when I talk about a TV show, when I talk about a movie, what I say, I believe. I'm not peer pressured by anyone else to have a certain opinion. I don't care. You know, Gary can like a show and I can hate a show. It's all good. It's never going to affect how Gary and I communicate with each other. Same with MauLer. We've had many disagreements. MauLer hated Deadpool and Wolverine. Gary thought it was okay, and I really liked it. And we had a really good discussion on Real BBC about it. We don't have to agree with each other. We just have to be true to our own opinion. And I respect people like Shad. I respect people like MauLer and Gary. And so I don't care if we have a different opinion about something, because I respect their opinion. And I believe that their opinion is how they truly feel. That's called authenticity, whether you agree or disagree. But when you are literally creating content to appease either a movie studio, a TV station, or a video game house, then you're a shill. Because the only reason you're doing it to appease them is to gain access, to gain favor, to get early review copies, to get interviews, to get access. And that comes from a selfish place. And if you're coming from a selfish place, then you can never appease an audience, because you will always oppose the audience which challenge you about your shilling, in essence. There's a lot of try hard with that. A lot of try hard with that. Aaron Brandt with another $5 says everything will be revealed at the interchange. Ah ha ha. Atomfall. Atomfall was a good game, you know. It's definitely up there on my top games of 2025. The question is, will another game join it? Because if you didn't see yesterday, folks, yesterday I played my first part of Dispatch. I had so many people asking me to play Dispatch. I decided to give the people what they wanted. So we did part 1 of Dispatch yesterday, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. There's definitely issues in terms of writing. I mean, some of the writing at times is almost unbearable. It's just this terrible. Oh my God, Z's, I'm 40, but I'm trying to actually I'm trying to talk like a Gen Zer. Oh my God, like I don't know. It's just got kind of like that vibe in a lot of places, and yeah, that can be exceedingly annoying. The actual gameplay itself is fine. The animation I really like. And there are some good acting, you know, there's some good acting in there, and there's some likable characters in there. But it's got its issues, but it's also got positives. You know, it's got a lot of positives as well. So we will be continuing that tomorrow. We did the first 3 chapters yesterday. I believe there's 3 chapters to go. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. Will it make its way into my top 10 games of 2025? Brian McCann with a $5 says 17 plus hours of videos to monetize as 1 hour videos, super chats, etc. Grift as grift to pay the bills, phone bill, internet. You need that money to pay your bills as the internet bill, the electricity bill. Oh, should we have a chat about DSP as well? DSP, of course, having the Asmund Gold interview on Monday gone by. Might be worth having a little chit chat about that. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you, dude. Niffy's been a member for 4 months. Niffy, thank you. Tim Coffey's been a member for 26 months. Thank you, Tim. Here we go. I'm going to go Jai Kusheri. Or is it Jai Kusheri? I don't even know. With a 3 Australian, says a 17-hour MauLer vid. 17 hours, 38 minutes, is it? 17 hours, 38 minutes, 56 seconds. Didn't know he did YouTube shorts. Yeah, you know. He wanted to take it easy. J Rex has gifted a membership to the stream. J Rex, thank you. Project 17 with a £10 says I watched the entire premiere of MauLer's vid. It was incredible. Never seen such a brutal dissection of an utterly crappy video game in my 29 years of life. So far, it's been, I mean, like I said, I'm about 9 hours in, and it's been insane in a great way. Insane in as much as how broken, just broken fundamentally, this game truly is. Reet Niffy with a 20 Swedish says, should I hit the gym or go running tomorrow? What if you're asking, you know the answers. You got to hit the gym now. Hit the gym now. Or should I hit the gym tomorrow or go running tomorrow? That depends on what you want. That depends on what you're looking for, Niffy. If you're feeling that you want to get some cardio in, some good cardio, go for that run. If you feel that you want to, you want to do a little bit of muscle toning or whatnot, do some gym. Do both. Why not both? Do the gym, go for a run. Project 17 has been a member for 65 months. 65, man. Thank you, Project 17. That is insane. Malcolm Tucker's been a member for 37 months. Says, hi, Az. Give Bella a scratch on the head from me. I will, Malcolm. Now, fuckety bye. She's on my bed. She's on my bed. She sleeps. Right. So I got 2 bedside cabinets right next to each other. They should be either side of the bed, but I had to put them both next to each other so that I could put one of my statues on, which is now in here. Now that that's back in here, I can move it to the side. However, having the two bedside cabinets next to each other, I've actually put a special pillow on there, which I was using for my neck when my neck was in a really bad place, which it still is, but it's in a better place, but it's still fucked. Belle thinks that that's one of her beds. So at night, when I go to bed, Belle comes into the bedroom with me, crawls across me, and then gets onto the pillow and sleeps there. Then when I get up in the morning and get out of bed, she waits for me to tidy the bed, and then she'll walk onto the bed and sleep where I've been sleeping, so it's nice and warm. And then she's just there all day, and she'll only move to eat and shit. So that's where she is right now, dude. Firecat with a $20 says, as you and MauLer have kept me entertained for the past 36 hours while I was stuck inside waiting for the 10 plus inches of falling snow in Iowa. I'm looking forward to Sunday Fun Day. Are you going to finish RV there? Yeah, I don't know. I need to ask what the plan is for today. Or maybe other people. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. I've got loads of messages all over the place. X doesn't tell me when I've got any messages anymore. The only time that X works is when it's on a mobile device. Does it work on a PC? Does it fuck? What? Sorry. Just had a rather funny thing sent to me there. Oh, yeah, somebody animated our Real BBC thing, which looks really cool. Okay, gotta do that for Gary. Here we go. Any thoughts on games, guys? I have headliners, Outlast Trial, maybe. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, 5. Oh, I'm just seeing if we can sort something for today. I'm just seeing if we can do something today. I'm just going to see if we can do something today. I'm just posing an idea to Sunday Fun Day. We'll see how they get back to us. So the answer is stay tuned. Grog Based with a 50 Swedish says, Ryan's logic convinced me Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'll add that Jingle Bells sound playing the soundtrack. Gremlins still more of a Christmas movie though. Look, Die Hard is set at Christmas. It's set during a Christmas party and all of that kind of stuff. It's a Christmas movie. It's a movie set at Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. Is it an action movie? Yes, but it's still a Christmas movie. Can it be watched outside of Christmas? Yes. Still a Christmas movie. Still a Christmas movie. Playing Ark Raiders, I'm addicted. I tell you what, I have not been back to Ark Raiders ever since that Nightmare Night. When I was playing on my own solo in that new area and I was just getting absolutely fucking raped. I haven't been back on it since. I haven't been back on for like 2 weeks now. It's crazy. It's a huge cock. It is. Gobble, gobble. With a 5 Canadian says, correct me if I'm wrong, did you call Ryan a little bitch and go, wah, for yelling at you? Lol, you guys are awesome. I don't know, maybe. Watch FNT. I don't know. We always insult each other and shout at each other. That's kind of like par for the course. It's what we do. And it's what you do that defines you. It's all entertainment, folks. It's all entertainment. Oh my God, did you really storm out of Friday Night Tights? Yeah. It's all for the lols, chat. We do it all for the lols. Well, I do anyway. Don't know about Ryan, but I do. Right, Ryan was in a testy mood all day. He was in a testy mood before we even started the show. Something had flicked his fucking ballsack. Right. Should we get into this Deadpool and Wolverine stuff? Let's have a look at this Deadpool and Wolverine stuff, shall we, chat? What's all this about? Well, it turns out that Deadpool and Wolverine cost $500 million, but did it make a profit? Right. It's really interesting, right? Because let's take Superman as an example. The budget that they're claiming for Superman is $225 million. They're also claiming that Superman had a marketing budget of $125 million, right? So if he had 225 plus 125, we get $350 million in total. So based off $350 million in total, how much does Superman have to make at the theaters to break even? Well, because of the international take being less than the domestic take, and the domestic take being around about 50, 51, 52%, even if we just doubled, even if we just said 50% to make things nice and easy, Superman would have to hit somewhere in the region of $700 million to break even. Superman took $615 million at the box office. They are claiming that Superman made a profit of $150 million. How does it make a profit of $150 million? Well, let's just go back to those maths that I did earlier, because 225 plus 125 is 350. You add 150 to 350, you get 500 million. What's special about that 500 million mark? Well, when Superman came out and its opening weekend wasn't exactly spectacular, what was the very first thing that we heard coming out? Warner Brothers say that they will be ecstatic if Superman makes 500 million, which of course is utter bollocks. But 500 million? Why? That just so happens to be the number of the 150 million profit minus, and you get their budgets. It's as if they, it's as if they always had that number of 500 million in their head for some bizarre reason. Now, this is using the numbers that they themselves have provided. Do I, for any minute, believe that Superman truly had a budget of $225 million? Not a hope in hell. I do not believe for 1 minute that that was the budget. Do I believe that the marketing budget was $150 million? That thing was everywhere. I had Superman fatigue before the film came out at the fucking theater because it was everywhere. So I don't even think the marketing budget of 125 million is correct. I think it's probably more likely around 200 million. And I think the budget of Superman is more likely around 300, 350 million in actuality. But using their own numbers, Superman would have to hit around about 700 million to break even. It did 615. It lost approximately 85 million, give or take. Give or take. Not an exact science, but give or take based on the numbers that they provided. Now, when it came to Deadpool, the initial budget of Deadpool was said to have been $200 million. $200 million. What it actually turned out to be was 500. Where is it? I want the exact number. It's like 538. It came down to being over 533.7 million. $200 million, 533.7 million actual. So if you think that we are being given the true numbers when things like Superman's being reported at 225, you are living in fucking La La Land. But the question is, though, did Deadpool and Wolverine make a profit? Well, this is what we're gonna attempt to work out now. Let's see what Forbes says, and then let's see where I stand on this. Again, not an exact science, but it was really interesting because I remember back during COVID, when the James Bond movie had been made, No Time to Die, one of the biggest pieces of shit I'd ever seen in my life. God-awful film. God-awful Bond film. And even the mainstream media reported that this Bond film, due to the fact that it had been sat on the shelves for so long, due to the fact that it had compounded interest from the loans because you borrow money to make your movies, due to all of these reasons, No Time to DEI would have to make around about $900 million to make its money back. And you know what? It did. Surprisingly, it did. It looked like it was set to lose a lot of money. Now, it's amazing that since then, all of the media seems to have forgotten how movies work. All of them have suddenly forgot how movies fucking work. Now, this is how much money Deadpool Wolverine took at the box office. $1.338 billion. It did great numbers at the box office, particularly off a $200 million budget. Wait a minute. But it wasn't a $200 million budget. Because if it was a $200 million budget, then the likelihood is it would have to hit about 500 million to break even. Again, give or take, not an exact science. Which would have meant that this has made 800 plus million in profit. But it didn't. It didn't, because the actual numbers came out, and the actual number was $533 million. So let's go through this article. Disney has revealed it spent more than $500 million on 2024 adult action movie Deadpool and Wolverine, and confirmed that its final costs exceeded the production budget. So did it make a profit? It's no secret that Deadpool and Wolverine was a hit at the box office, grossing $1.34 billion, making it the only one of Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero movies to pass the $1 billion threshold post-pandemic. Its bottom line wasn't quite as punchy as this. To calculate the studio's profit when a picture plays in movie theaters, its costs need to be deducted from its takings. Although Deadpool and Wolverine grossed $1.3 billion, Disney didn't pocket all of this. Duh. Really? I thought movies were made for free and that theaters put it in there for free. And every dollar that the movie takes, the studio just takes immediately. That's ours. Thank you very much. Bye. Oh, wait. Actually, if you go to Twitter, X, that's what half the fucking retards actually think, because they're dumb as fuck. And the mainstream media fuels this stupidity. The amount that theaters pay to studios is known in the trade as a rental fee, and an indication of the typical level comes from the film industry consultant Stephen Follows, who interviewed 1,235 film professionals in 2014 that concluded that, according to studios, theaters keep 49% of the takings on average. That's why we use a 50-50. 49%, 51%, 50-50. Internationally, 60-40. Internationally, depending on the country, might be 75%, 25%, as it is in China. But now China, their movie industry is thriving, so they're not even bothered with American movies anymore. Apart from Zootopia, for some reason, which gets them really fucking hard. This research lends weight to the widely established 50-50 split, which would give Disney $670 million from Deadpool and Wolverine. Then comes the costs. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Deadpool and Wolverine stars Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman as the eponymous anti-heroes, who were joined by a plethora of A-list actors in cameo roles. The lineup includes Jennifer Garner, Chris Evans, Henry Cavill, and the Channing Tatum, who don't come cheap. Some of them cheaper than others, okay? Some of them cheaper than others. Exactly how much Disney spent on Deadpool and Wolverine was laid bare in a recent report by the author of the London Standard newspaper. The precise cost of the movie made in the United States is usually a closely guarded secret, as studios combine them all in their overall expenses and don't break out how much was spent on each one. Movies made in the United Kingdom, however, are a different story, and Deadpool and Wolverine was one of them. The movie was largely shot at Pinewood Studios, just outside London, with a local quarry doubling for the dusty dystopian void where the title characters meet long-lost MCU stars. The filming location shines a spotlight on the cost, because we gotta, they gotta announced the numbers for the tax purposes because they get tax breaks for filming in the UK. Filming in the UK has a magic touch on movie budgets as the government reimburses studios up to 25.5% of the money they spend in the country. Until last year, the reimbursement came in the form of a cash tax credit, but now it's counted as revenue. The key condition on receiving it is that at least 10% of the core costs of the production have to be incurred in the United Kingdom. And in order to demonstrate this to the authorities, studios set up separate companies to produce each movie they make there. These production companies are obliged to file legally binding financial statements which lift the curtain on everything from the total costs and amount of reimbursement right down to the head count and social security payments. The Disney subsidiary behind Deadpool and Wolverine is called Richmond Street Productions UK, apparently in a nod to the movie's cinematographer George Richmond. Its latest financial statements show that by October the 31st, 2024, 3 months after the movie debuted, Disney had spent a staggering $533.7 million, which is 418.1 million pounds. On it making it one of the top 10 most expensive movies of all time. Filming was heavily disrupted by the actors and writers' strikes in 2023, and perhaps the result of this, the filings reveal that the final costs exceeded the production budget. However, that wasn't the end of the story. Disney banked a total of $104.7 million in tax credits and reimbursement, bringing its net spending on the movie down, because it's not all going in there, down to $429 million. It points out that this spending benefits local UK businesses as a security equipment hire, transport and catering firms. Last year, Disney announced that since 2019, it has spent $4.8 billion. Fucking hell. On production in the UK across 41 shows and 29 feature films, supporting more than 32,000 jobs. Just imagine if America sorted out the ability to allow Americans to film in America and not get ripped off. Oh, well, I guess California is not the place to be, eh? Deadpool Wolverine paid $11.2 million to its staff, who peaked at a monthly average of 105 employees, not including freelancers, contractors, temporary workers, as they aren't listed as employees on the books. Deducting the $429 million net spend from Disney's estimated $670 million share of the takings gives Deadpool Wolverine a healthy profit of $241 million. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Let's see if they get to it. Nevertheless, the share of the box office isn't a studio's only return from a movie, so offsetting it from the costs in a financial statement does not show whether it made a profit or loss overall. As a Disney spokesman told me last year, there will be other income generated from the production, Blu-ray, DVD sales, merchandising, etc. It's not a true reflection. Okay, that is true. This is true. Not in a Superman sense. Not in a Superman sense. And I'll tell you what, I bet you Deadpool and Wolverine sold more merchandise than the Superman movie. And I bet it did a whole lot more in Blu-ray, or will do a whole lot more in Blu-ray and 4K sales as well. Just as the production generates other ring, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So here, right? I'm just scrolling. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. Okay. Let's go back. That's the production budget. The production budget doesn't incorporate marketing. That's the number that it costs to make the film. That's not the number that it costs to make the film and advertise the film. So what was the marketing budget? Well, if we say the marketing budget was 200 million, then the movie's made 41 million profit. If the marketing budget was 100 million, then it made 141 million. If we're getting that right. I'm probably not, no, because I got to double that. Yeah, because if it's 100, if the marketing budget was 100 million, then to get that, oh my goodness me. This is where it just gets so messy. This is where it gets so messy. So this could have made 141 million. It could have made 41 million. It could have made 75 million. But it doesn't look like it even made 241 million because you still got to take off your marketing costs. Because production budget does not incorporate marketing. No, we can do a direct a subtraction because it's already done the half subtraction here. So we don't have to double the marketing because it's done the half subtraction from this number. So this is just a simple subtraction. So whatever the marketing is, we just subtract from here. That's it. Because that's already done there. So if the marketing's 200 mil, it made 41. If it's 100 mil, it made 141. If it's 150 mil, it made 91. So did Deadpool and Wolverine make a profit? It looks like, yes, it made a profit. What was the profit? Well, not even close to what we thought it was. The likelihood is somewhere between 141 and 41 million. And it was heavily marketed. So I even think 100 million on marketing is probably generous. Because it could have easily been 150 million. It could have easily been 200 million. So why are they only subtracting 429 when they said it cost 538? Because it's 538 million before the tax credit. So it's 538 million before the tax credit. Then they get the tax credit back on that 538 million, which takes it down to 429 million. That's why it's 429 million and not 533.7. Because they got their tax break. They got their rebate from the UK. Their 25 point whatever % rebate. So that's what look at it this way. That's what the gross is. Imagine that's your gross and that's your net. Yeah? That's your gross. That's your net. So it got its rebate back. So yeah, it only looks like it made a small, not 241 because of marketing. It only looks like it made a small budget of between 41 to 141 million. Now that is at the box office, right? And it's come out of the box office with a profit, regardless of how we want to look at it. Comes out with a bit of a profit. Yes, it probably did do well on merchandise sales, and yes, it probably does do very well on Blu-ray and DVD sales. Now those numbers aren't available to us yet, but they will eventually start to become known to us. But it takes a little bit for those figures to come out. So we might not even know what the Blu-ray sales are for another year or two. And then that will only be up to a certain period of time as well. So is it going to add on more profit? Yes, it will add on more profit. But 429 million production budget? That's fucking insane. That's absolutely insane. So to all the and we've been playing this game. We've been playing this game using their figures. So when the real figures come out, oh dear. But this is the game that we've been playing with their own figures. So when the true figures come out for Superman, the film that they said made 150 million profit, which is a fucking impossibility. An absolute impossibility. Then we'll see exactly how much money Superman did lose at the cinema. And I don't see Superman merch or Blu-ray sales helping them exponentially. Of course, they're going to help a little bit. But Superman was already on, well, he's already down to a tenner on VOD within, 2-3 weeks of it coming out on VOD. And now it's over on HBO. So, Deadpool Wolverine. I like the film. I thought it was a funny film. I enjoyed the film. But it certainly wasn't the box office sensation that we thought it was, particularly when they initially reported the budget at around about 200 million, when it was actually $429 million after it acquired its tax break from the UK. Soaring. All these superhero movies are soaring. Ouch. Ouch. Let's do a couple more superes. What we got? We got Rosenquist with a 15 Australian. Says crazy how EA and Respawn made Jedi Survivor with a genuinely great character like Cal Kestis a year before Ubisoft made Outlaws. How bad K is in comparison is laughable. What is before then? Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor came out in that was 20. Which was the one before Jedi Survivor? It was Jedi Fallen Order, wasn't it? Fallen Order came out in come on. Oh no, which when's the first one come out? Oh, 2019. Yeah, 2019. So the first one comes out in 2019. So that's 5 years. 5 years before Outlaws come out, you get your first Jedi, you get Jedi Fallen Order. which I did play, is hit, by the way, which I've got a playthrough on, hidden behind a paywall for members of sorcerer level and above only. So yeah, that comes out in 2019, 5 years before Outlaws. The sequel comes out in 2023, a year before Outlaws. So there've been 2 Jedi Survivor Fallen Order games. 2. That are most likely. I mean, I played the first one. I quite enjoyed the first one. I haven't played the second one. I'll play it at some point. But playing that comparative to Outlaws, holy chalk and cheese. Lo-Fi Ink Block Beats with the $2 says, hey, Az, for the Bell Fund, excited for Christmas. Christmas is a wonderful time of the year. I love Christmas time. Boobies. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Yeah, his name was Cal Kestis. So yes, I am looking forward to a little bit of Christmas time. Josh Kelsey slams a tenner on the counter. Josh Kelsey, thank you. Appreciate you, Josh. Love you, Josh. Lo-Fi Ink Block Beats with another $2 says, what you call a reindeer ghost? Caribou. Lo-Fi Ink Block Beats with a $5 says, my new song, November Leaves, is available this Tuesday at 1 p.m. on my channel, Ink Blocked Beats. The lo-fi version available free to listen to now. God bless. Go check it out, guys. Go check it out. Check it out. Okay, we got a little bit of time. I got a little bit of time left. We're over the 2-hour mark. The show can go anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours, but got a little bit of time to have a wee bit of a chat about the Asmongold DSP interview on Monday, from last Monday. Now, did DSP come out of this interview looking golden, or did he come out shamed, embarrassed, stripped bare, shown to the world for exactly who he was? No, DSP came out golden on this one, on the interview. And really because Asmongold doesn't know the DSP law. I mean, he's aware of DSP. Most people are aware of DSP in some form. And if you ask people, most likely they'll say, isn't it the guy that jerked off online? Because that's what he's mostly known for. A lot of people have no idea who he is. And that, by the way, is the correct answer. So Asmongold, he's never going to scream at him or shout at him or all this kind of stuff. It's not how Asmongold behaves. It's not how Zach behaves. But I did feel that he went in woefully unprepared. Remember, DSP is quoted as saying, lying is an answer. That is a quote. That is a quote from DSP. Lying is an answer. And that is pretty much all that he did through the interview. And I was disappointed that Zach didn't push him on this, but I don't think he had the knowledge to. I don't think that he actually had the knowledge to push him on what he was saying because he didn't know, whether or not that was true, or he didn't know the law behind it, or he didn't know the bullshit which DSP espouses to have the ability to challenge it. So DSP actually comes out of it. Yeah, that's a good point, Jaded Fett. Nor do I think Asmongold gives a shit, to be perfectly honest with you. He got other things to do. But he made fun of DSP's horrendous begging because he's a horrendous beggar. And he ended up in an interview with him on pretty short time scales. So I don't think he can really be fucking bothered. Nor do I blame him to go into it. But regardless, like Asmongold, like Asmongold, that's entirely up to you guys. But regardless, he's got huge influence online because, he's one of the most watched channels. He's one of the biggest channels out there. So, if you get yourself in an interview situation with Asmongold, put me some nice sage vapor, clear my nostrils. It's that time of year. So if you get on a stream with Asmongold, particularly when it's a one-on-one, you're going to get yourself a good rub. And DSP got himself a good rub. The day that he was on the interview, I think his channel got like 5,000 new subscribers. He made over $1,000 in super chats. He did well for himself. He did very well. The next day, he made some good money. I think he made like $800, $900 on stream. He gained another 3,000 subscribers. So he's gained about 8,000 subscribers in a couple of 3 days. Got himself some good money. So DSP's now of course doing the pignosis. He's everything that's ever gone wrong in my life, it's been detractors. Detractors made it impossible for me to make money on the internet. I'm just a poor, lonely video games streamer. Giving all the pignosis to the new crew. He made one huge mistake. DSP made one huge mistake. Now, Asmongold doesn't need clout. DSP got clout from Asmongold. Asmongold doesn't need any clout. He is the clout. DSP got the clout from Asmongold. But he made one huge mistake. You see, DSP decided he's going to turn over a new leaf because he's a really nice guy. He's just a misunderstood guy. He's not. He's a horrible piece of fucking dog shit human being. He always will be because a leopard can't change his spots, or in this case, a pig roach can't change its fucking snorts. So DSP said he's no longer gonna beg.
No.
You see, there's one thing that DSP, there is no way in hell No chance in hell. Vince McMahon is strutting down the gangway on the way to the ring. No chance in hell. You got no chance. There is no way that DSP is gonna be able to last without begging. Now, from what I can see I've been a bit busy the last few days, so I haven't got the rest of it. But even on day 2 or day 3 of I'm no longer going to be begging. You see, and the reason why, by the way, the reason why DSP is no longer going to be begging is because he thinks it's Candyland now. He thinks the Asmongold gravy train is it's there for life now. He's been on Asmongold. That's it. I got 8,000 subscribers in 2 days or so. The gravy, I made $2,000 in 2 days. The gravy train's here, baby. This is it. They're just gonna throw money at me. I'm gonna snort it all up. It's gonna be great. This is it. This is the. No. You see, DSP unfortunately has a detractor who he cannot defeat. You know, you can say Duty stream, shout out Duty. I love Duty. Shout out Mighty D. I love Mighty D. The almighty Tevin, you know, Snort Burnell, all of these great detractors, all slain. He's slain them all. He's 9999 Voosh RPG max hit bang funk. All dead. All of those detractors are slain, but there is one detractor. There is one detractor that DSP will never, ever be able to defeat, no matter how much he tries, no matter how much he bullshits, no matter how much he turns himself around. There is a detractor that will always trip him up, will always reveal the truth, will always show the world exactly who he is. And that detractor is called DSP. He's his own worst enemy. So this little gravy train that he's got, this little W that he's got right now, kudos. It's never going to last because a pig roach cannot change his spots. And DSP cannot hide his true nature. And it is literally a matter of time, and definitely sooner rather than later. We're not talking about 3 years down the line here, 18 months down the line here. We're talking a matter of weeks, if not days. That the pig roach will come out. And even in the first 3 days since the interview with Asmongold, I already saw from one of the detractor videos a little bit of sneak begging. You know, hey, we got some great subs today. Hey, we got some great kicks today. Haven't had a super chat though. Ooh, easy, Tiger. See, it's gonna. Oh, Memology 101. Sorry, Memology. I apologize, dude. You should have been in those slain detractors. Hail Memology 101. Love Memology 101. And he does some of the funniest DSP stuff as well. He's never going to be able to hide his true nature. And it's literally a matter of time. Most likely weeks. And it's all going to fall apart. And he's going to start chastising. And he's going to start begging. And he's going to start banning the chat. And he's going to start arguing. And he's going to start taking the bait. He's going to do all just a matter of time. Even Gundam, you got slain. 9999 slain by DSP, but his one detractor, that one remaining detractor, still stood, and it was DSP himself. So we'll just have to see how long it takes, but it is inevitable. And like the reason why DSP had like a consistent amount of time last year is because Kino Casino kept him going. They wanted to milk him for content, and they thought everyone else had gone in there challenging him, had gone in there trying to detract him, and they thought, well, if we go in befriending him, you catch more flies with honey and all that. Hey, morning, Saskas. How you doing, ladies? We were speaking about Canada earlier. Only nice things about the French. Just saying. But they thought, yeah, we can milk him for content. We can get something out of this. And even that fell apart because even they eventually just couldn't take it any longer. Do you think for a single solitary minute Asmongold is going to have the time for DSP that the casino had? I don't think so. I don't think so. So he's not going to get that continuous rub. And he's going to get frustrated, and his viewership's going to start going down, and the money coming in is going to go down, and then he's going to start shouting at his audience, and he's going to start berating his audience, and then he's going to start saying, why aren't we hitting the targets? And then the banning's going to come in. It's only a matter of time. But I don't think there's a single solitary person out there that knows anything about the DSP law that would think any different to that. He's Thanos. I am inevitable. I am my own detractor. I am inevitable. Click. Banned. Gone forever. Well, MJ, it's funny you should say that because DSP claims that he sold the Down from the Rafters WWE Champions account. He claims that he sold it to somebody and they're now playing it. It's not him. Down from the Rafters, it's not him anymore. However, because people autistically follow everything that goes on, there hasn't been a break in the logins of that account. So is DSP saying that he logged into WWE Champions one day, and then the same day he sold it immediately to somebody else immediately, and then the next day they signed in on their new details? I don't think so. Particularly when and I don't endorse this, but when the bank leaks came out, and this was when he had supposedly sold his account, and the person who bought it just so happened to be pretty much exactly where DSP lived, spending at the local areas of where DSP lived. Because apparently that wasn't his account. It was the other person's account. But MJ, apparently the person that tracks the Down from the Rafters saw that account, coincidentally, just when DSP gets a massive influx of money, that account soars up the rankings. soars up the rankings. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Yeah, maybe he sold it to his cat. Maybe he sold it to Jasper. Maybe he sold it to Kat, his wife. So it just so happened that when he got that influx of money, the Down from the Rafters account suddenly soared up the WWE Champions charts. What a coincidence. Utter coincidence, I am sure. I am sure. No, I've not listened to the Nathan Fillion and Andy Tudyk podcast. It might be fun. I don't know. But I do need to, I've got it in my to watch. I do have the Michael Rosenbaum, Allison Mack podcast that they did together on Inside of You. That I'm going to be interested in listening to. So yeah, coincidentally enough, when DSP suddenly gets money, the Down from a Rafters account, which isn't his, of course, because he said he sold it, suddenly gets a massive influx of money and rises up the charts. Purely coincidental. And it's gone. And it's gone. Not my problem. Boobies. Not my problem. Malcolm Tucker with a $20 says, did you see about the West Yorkshireman that was arrested in the UK after posting a picture of himself in the US shooting a shotgun? Yes. He was arrested and by the internet police, and they were like, do you know what effect this could have on people? What? Yeah, the UK is a laughing stock right now. We're a laughing stock of dystopian 1984 Orwellian Big Brother retardation. I think the charges were ultimately dropped, as they tend to be. But what an absolute waste of time and resources. It's a joke. So what? The man went to America. He shot a shotgun in America. A photograph was taken of him. And he posted it. So what? So what? What law did he break? So what? But we're living in ridiculous times. We're living in retarded times right now. Retarded. Mentally deficient times, Malcolm. Logan Johnson has been a member for 15. How are you doing, Logan? Howdy, everybody. Fighting off a hell of a cold last couple of days, but I want to wish everyone well. Congrats to Mauler on his latest project. And as always, shout out to my favorite bald Brit. Ooh, woo. That's me. Poking my head up. Hello. Yeah, it's the process. It's the waste of time that's the punishment. It's the waste of time that's the punishment. Hit Gary Daly. Oh, wow. With a $20 says the DSP Xmas movie premieres on Kino Casino on Kick December the 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Uncensored, live. YouTube will be an edit due to the content. Runtime of one. Gary, look at him lurking in the chat. Lurking. I like it. Gary says, I like it. I know. 1 hour, 15 minutes. If you enjoyed the Dented Zone, you'll love this. If you missed, just go and replay Kick. The Dented Zone was fucking hilarious. I died laughing at that. That was hilarious stuff. Yeah, I will check that out. I very much will check that out. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Jeez, man. Jaded Fet with a $20 says, should I do a watch along? You should do a watch along with the Alison Mack podcast. Huge grifting potential. Lol. Oh. Let me see how long the episode is. Hold on. Let me go to my watch later. Here we go. It's 1 hour, 14 minutes. Obviously, I'm going to be watching it, pausing it, and discussing. We could probably do that. That's it. Do you know what, dude? That's I smell the grift. I smell the grift. And it's a watch along, so you know, other people would be watching with it. That's viewership for them because we don't show it on the stream. I'm thinking maybe Thursday. What you reckon, chat? Hey, I'll do a poll. Let's see. Alison Mack interview. Watch a long ? Yes, no. Okay, let's see. Have you decided on what your next HVB gaming playthrough will be? I think it's going to be Arkham Asylum. Batman Arkham Asylum. That's going to be the next playthrough on the gaming channel. A little bit shorter than Days Gone, but I think that's going to be the next one. Batman Arkham Asylum. Get that one done before Christmas. Boobies. Oh, I did. If you go to my gaming channel, I did a great playthrough of Days Gone. That was awesome. I love that game. Days Gone was a great game. I had a wonderful time with that. Thank you, Jaded. TJ Crink has been a member for 9 months. Thank you, TJ. Maddening has been a member for 14 months. Thank you, Maddening. And Kryptonian Jedi has been a member for 39 months. Thank you, Kryptonian Jedi. Hold on, let me see if there's been any. Okay, here we go. I'm not. Oh, okay. Let's see. There's no Kara today. I thought we had Kara today. There's still no Kara. She's still out of town. She won't be back till next week. Get rid of that. There we go. Right. Okay, I think that's a good place. A good place for us to call it for today. Gives me time to relax. Will you be 100%ing Arkham? I doubt I'll be 100%ing, but I'll be doing a lot. Like when I do these games, I don't just like smash through the story. I try to do everything that I can do. There might be a couple of things which slip through the net, but with Days Gone, I did every side quest, I did every horde, I did everything that I could. Everything that the game offered to me, I did. I did. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I don't. Right. As of yet, I don't know what the Sunday Fun Day game is, but there is a Sunday Fun Day today, so we'll see. We'll see. But massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you very much indeed for giving up your free time. Everybody who super chatted, membered, remembered, gifted memberships, thank you for supporting the channel. I'll be back in just under an hour and a half with Sunday Fun Day. What we're playing, who knows? Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Blue Bull.